Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm getting ready to head out on tour to the UK for the next month, and I thought I'd give you a little insight into the technology that makes Manitoba Hal work. So here is a dissection of my pedal board with the added bonus of a time lapse of me putting it together for the road. See you in a bit. Now, let's do a little rundown of what each pedal does, and so that you can see a little bit more about how I make my sound. We start with, of course, the tuner. This is very important because, of course, I want to be in tune, but more importantly, it also mutes the channel so that as I change ukuleles or anything like that, you don't hear all the noise and mess that it makes up. The next pedal is my TC Electronic Soulfood. This is an overdrive pedal. And my settings are always something like that. You see those markings? That gives me a clue of where I need to set it quickly when I'm playing and I need to make a quick adjustment. Next to that is the Re-Echo pedal by Moore. This is a delay pedal, so it's sort of a slap-back echo kind of a sound. So echo, echo, that kind of a feeling. And then the signal goes into the switchblade, my El Nano switchblade. This is an A-B selector, which basically is a fancy term for the fact that the signal will go either path A or path B, depending on what position this switch is in. Now, path A goes immediately to my octave pedal, which is how I generate bass signal for my ukulele. So this drops everything that's come through at one octave, or if I have this upper knob turned up here, it'll actually raise it an octave, but in this case I'm using it to drop it an octave. The B channel goes directly to the looper. Now, the bass pedal also goes to the looper in channel A, and the direct pedal, the switch here, goes directly into channel B. That allows me to have the bass loop recorded on a separate channel in the looper to the other information that I'm looping, and that allows me to mix them separately to get a better tone. So that's my pedal board in a nutshell. Now, the only other cable that I haven't identified for you is this one here. This just goes to a little foot switch, which allows me to stop and clear this pedal without a double tap. Normally a pedal like this, you have to do a double tap to make it work. Now, the only thing left is how this whole mess gets powered, and that is by use of this little Pedal Train Volto battery pack. Now, let me show you how that works. Underneath my pedal board here, I have a couple of little strips of Velcro. And, oh, where is it? They're over here. I have to sort out a few things. This sits directly in here. And on the end, you see there are a couple plugins, and that's where all my power gets connected to make this work. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this tour of my pedal board, and I want to send a special thank you out to all my Patreon supporters for taking care of me. If you haven't heard of Patreon before, it's a method which you can support the creation of these videos by donating as little as $1 per video, and in return for that, you get all kinds of behind-the-scenes video as I tour. So in my upcoming tour of the UK, I leave tomorrow, by the way, there's going to be a couple of festivals, a lot of different clubs, some tourism sites. I'm going to Downton Abbey, for example. And these are the kind of videos that are going to appear just for my Patreon supporters. Also, they get tutorials, special song tutorials and method tutorials that don't exist on the free channel. But if you don't want to support me that way, that's fine. These videos are going to remain to be free for you and free for all. That's what Patreon does. They give me the money to make these videos so that we can continue to have free content out there, and in exchange for that, I give them some special bonuses. So thank you, and we'll see you all in a couple weeks in the UK.